Every year, ZSUD Precious Meat has been graced by distinguished guests. This year, we are so honored to have an inspiring personality and a renowned speaker whose wealth of knowledge and eloquence has taken him to deliver speeches in a big international platform. Presently serving as officer on special duty to Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, Government of Nagaland, and a startup mentor, let us warmly welcome on stage our special guest for this event, Shri Johnny Ruangmei.
Good evening. At the outset, I raise my heart in gratitude to the Maker, the God who is leading Zeliangrong thus far. Secondly, I thank the past leaders of Zeliangrong who had come to Delhi and who has institutionalized this family of Zeliangrong here in this land. Third, I thank the present executive members and office bearers of the Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi for having made me and honored me in this platform. I am not worthy to be honored. I'm not worthy to be standing here, but you have given me this privilege. I do hope the God of Zeliangrong will bless each of the office bearers and also the past leaders who have labored to institutionalize these Zeliangrong organizations in New Delhi. In fact, this is my first time to have encountered with Zeliangrong community in this gathering. Last year, the Zeliangrong Student Union Nagaland chapter, they called me for a chief guest. I came down there with the hope of meeting with young people. And hardly I could find in the big hall of St. Xavier College in Zaluki, I encountered nearly 90 people. I said that Zeliangrong is not only 90 people. And if you are going to call me again for 90 people, let us go to a jungle where we will have a fireplace and interact peer-to-peer. Today, I would like to speak about the world where we are going towards. To the newcomers who have come here, today is a day honoring you, the freshers, and our community people who are here. I would like to take you to the higher insight of the world today. Now, what is that higher insight? How the technology is shaping, reshaping, redesigning our society today. I hope you will journey with me for a few hours, for a few minutes, and we'll have a fun together. And at the same time, I will ensure that you won't sleep, because you have come back here after food, but I will ensure that you won't sleep. Yeah, because there was a gathering, we call it a retreat or we call it crusade. And during that crusade, there was a lady sleeping. And there was a 15-minute tea break. And the pastor was coming and preaching about the miracles and asking the audience if anyone has experienced miracles in their life. And the lady who was sleeping there got up. And then before she slept, a man was talking about the grace of God. And when she got up, because there was a 15 minutes break, and the pastor was speaking. And then she realized that this is a big miracle. Before I slept, a man was speaking, and when I woke up, the gender changed. That was the testimony that lady gave. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't sleep. If you sleep, there will be a hairs coming out from my head. go to my presentation, I would like to make a presentation for the benefit of all who are gathering here. The knowledge, that little knowledge that I'm going to share today together, especially for the students and the young leaders who are here. Christopher Columbus, when he began his journey, absolutely he does not have, or he did not have, a complete roadmap of the journey that he is going to undertake. But what he has was a bold courage to take that journey. And that bold courage made him the difference. I would like to ask here, do we want the last 20 years of Zeliangrong community to be the next 20 years of Zeliangrong community to be the past 20 years? If you really look back today, I used to be telling, in the year 2007, during the General Assembly of Zeliangrong Baudi, Nagaland, I was one of the speakers there, where some of our ministers were there as the co-speakers. And I told them, we need to have a philosophy together. And if we do not have this philosophy together, the Zeliangrong will not stand together. And what is that philosophy that we need to do? We are having the most resourceful areas in the Northeast India. When our brother from Assam was speaking, among the tribals in the Northeast, the biggest tribe is Bodo. The next to Bodo is Zeliangrong. The second biggest tribal populations in the Northeast India is Zeliangrong. First is Bodo. Now we are not less. Unfortunately, because of the British, unfortunately because of the Indian polity, we have been scattered into 3 states. But let us look at it positively. How many Naga tribes having a presence like Vidu in these 3 states? Only Zeliangrong people has. And we have been failing to capitalize those resources. Therefore, ZSUD, it's time that we need to capitalize on this. The human development, if you really look at it today, the human development is 150,000 years plus. Now in these years, if you really look at it, the exponential growth has really hampered or really destroyed many industries. Let us look one of them. Human brain, created by God to think it linearly. And for many, many years, the Zeliangrong community spreading in this best part of Northeast region has been thinking linearly. Now I'm challenging to the Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi that we will start thinking exponentially and we will change the world. What is this exponential thinking? What is exponential growth? When we say exponential growth, 1 is 2, 2 is 4, 4 is 8. That's the development where we are going, where the technology is taking us through. We will try to use that exponential technologies which is available with us. And we will try to change. And I believe the freshers, when they were introducing themselves, one, I could see a geoscientist. I would love to do that. Tomorrow I will be landing in Silicon Valley in NASA Research Park. I will be speaking with the scientists of the world starting from tomorrow. I will be proposing a new algorithms for predicting a rainfall in that specific localized area. I wish that geoscientists to be part of me later on. The exponential growth, when we look at it, it's a curve. It may be 1 today, it may be 2 tomorrow, it takes out the curve. Therefore, if Zeliangrong society or community or the tribe needs to grow, we need to start thinking exponentially. We need to find futurists among us. We need to find technocrats among us. With that, we would be able to achieve the exponential growth for our community. I believe every one of you know about this story. There was this company called Kodak. When we were in the college, this Kodak company is very, very, very famous. It can shoot for 32 times. If you miss one, your picture will not come out, but you will come out black. Nothing. No image. In 1996, I think our Sir Lui Kang completed his graduation because he told us before. In 1996, this company used to have 28 billion market capital, and they used to have 140,000 people employed under this company. But in the year 2012, this company reported bankrupt. Why? Because they failed to think exponentially. And Zeliangrong community, if you want to survive as human race on earth, we need to learn how to start thinking exponentially. Else, or we will not grow. Now, in 2012, there was a small company built by 13 people who has only 1 billion market capital called Instagram, and they started and disrupted the big giant company. Likewise, if we are not exponentially adaptable, we would be taken as a surprise, like the Kodak company, and our Zeliangrong society would be replicating the fate of Kodak company. Now, this is the guy who has invented digital camera, which every one of us has in our cell phone or smartphone. Okay? This Stephen Sage came to Kodak and told them, I have invented a digital camera. Please buy my digital camera. Kodak company said, no, your digital camera is too big. Because the first, it was big like this. But Instagram, using the exponential technology of nanotechnology, that look at the whole prototype of the digital camera, they made it so small and fit it here in every smartphone. That's how disruptive it is. In the year 1956, 5 MB hard drive would carry in the truck. And that's the picture. That's the picture here. And it used to cost around $120,000. And in the year 2005, forget about 5 MB, we have 128 MB, which is costing $99, which is making our life much more easy, effective, more capable. And forget about the 120 MB. In the year 2014, you have 128 GB in your fingertips, and each one of you are carrying that in your phone. And today is 2018, forget about even that. We have 128 terabyte, which can store all your life stories, your forefather stories, everything. Now I heard one historian is going to come out among us. I would like you to use 1 terabyte and store all the history of Zeliangrong. All right? The new task for that historian. When we were in the college, when the internet came first, we used to have a wire. We will connect it into the computer. We will dial it, and the sound will make noise. It is. We will wait and wait and wait, and if you are lucky, we get connected. If you are unlucky, you won't connect there. But today, I can make a video call sitting everywhere in the world. Right? That's the Internet of Things that we are to explore, to build Zeliangrong community. All right? Next. This was the first GPS. Today, GPS is so small using the nanotechnology, it's here. Suppose I would like to go to a beautiful girl. I think one actress is here. I do not know her name. If I have her address, and I will take one cab, and I can come and meet her. To that beautiful actress, I don't know where she is. Right? Because the technology is so supportive to whatever we wanted to do. Now, what I wanted to say, 20 years ago, all that you are carrying in your pocket today would be storing it in half of the room. You have calculator here, you have, the music to listen, you have, you can talk to, you have everything here today. So the power of technology today. We never knew, even when we were in the college, maybe some 10 years ago, or maybe 15 years ago, we never knew that we would be able to talk to our girlfriend from every corner. But today it's possible. How lucky you are, the freshers. We talk about 6 Ds, and I will not be able to explain all this, what 6 Ds are mean by that. This is the invention of our university called Singularity University. This is based in Silicon Valley in NASA Research Park. We talk about 6 Ds. Digitize, deceptive, disruptive, dematerialize, and Narendra Modi used our word demonetize and democratize. These 6 Ds are very important for the young people to know. Maybe one day we'll have a session on these 6 Ds. So I think our doctor who could not come down, one of our guests of honor, who could not come down, has sent his message. In that he says, we need to adopt an abundant mindset. If we do not want the next 20 years of Zeliangrong community to be like the past 20 years of Zeliangrong community, we need to inculcate an abundant mindset. What does that mean? Now, today, where the world is heading to, in the next 30 years, please don't think that my hair is not there, and this guy is a little crack and then talking from, extraterritorial. Please don't consider me that way. In the next 30 years, we human beings, we may have to reinvent ourselves. Now how? You go down to Guangzhou, you go down to China, or you go down to Macau. None of the Chinese will know that we are Nagas. If you are standing in Hong Kong airport, people will come and say, "Shushu." Because if you give them, a lighter to smoke, they'll say, "Thank you, na Shushu." Then I used to think I'm not one of your kind. Now, how do Chinese has the tallest men in the world? They're like us. The American scientists believe, even Madame is there from UK, even the UK, the Europeans are believing that Chinese might have already manipulated their DNA 50 years ago. So, that's what I mean. People will be reinventing new species of human being in the next 30 years. Now, we Zeliangrong, let us stop about that disunity. We need to start thinking collectively what we would be doing in the next 30 years. All right? Who will do that? We will do it. There are 4 forces which is driving the world today. One is wiring our planet. Last November, we were supposed to be launching one IT park in Colombo. Don't ever think that Indian Infosys is much higher or superior in Asia. No. Colombo, Sri Lanka is almost taking ahead of India. Mark Zuckerberg and we are supposed to be launching it, but unfortunately, because I'm an Indian, the Sri Lankan government did not invite me to come for that program. So I missed with Mark Zuckerberg. Now, Facebook is wiring the whole planet. And forget about wiring. Now, Ambani is already into it. We will be having a Wi-Fi network everywhere. And all the Coptic wire will go down in 5 years. That time we will have a gigabyte speed of connections, internet. I am telling you, if I am telling lie, Delhi Student Union, Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi, please lock me up in Tihar jails. In 5 years, you will have a Wi-Fi network. Now, we have the emergence of brain to computer. Your human brain will connect like you connect with your cell phone. That will happen before 2030. I am talking with confidence. And the emergence of AI is artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual realities. These are the things that the students who have come today should be aware, so that you will find a place in the market where we are going to work. I am one of the academic council members for the new university in Dimapur called St. Joseph University. When I look at the computer syllabus, I say when people are already using React Native and when people are using the software called Angular 6, no point teaching Angular 1. Those computer scientists who are here will understand what I'm talking about. Now, the fourth one is opening the space frontier. Brain to computer interface is going to happen. And when that happens, there are two things that we need to worry about. One, first, you will have the ability to increase your memory capacity and also your cognitive function millions of times. Second, via a global mesh network, you will have the ability to connect your brain to anyone else's brain, and the emerging artificial intelligence, like our cell phone, servers, watches, cars, and all the devices is becoming connected via Internet of Things. Now this Internet of Things is less. Now today we talk of Internet of Everything. The artificial intelligence or extended intelligence. Now for this reason, besides the emerging arms race, we will soon see a race focused on increasing overall human intelligence. Because I didn't have hair, so I can explain to you better. If any medical doctors are sitting down here and if they object me, then I will accept it. But now, human being is controlled by a centralized area called neocortex. This is, okay, since I don't have hair, you can see better where it is localized. So there they will put it a nanotechnology called nanobox. It may be a different name when it comes up. And that will be the size of your blood cells. And that, now many of you are aspiring to become an UPSC or IAS officer. That time UPSC will have a tough time to set equations. Because all the data, you will get it when you wink your eyes. Opening the space frontier. Now SpaceX, Elon Musk, is a very interesting to be interacting with this Elon Musk guy. Made in space and Moon Express. I'm not simply talking in the air. Please, you can go back and see this website. Made in Space is run by one of my colleagues. His name is Jason. He is sending a digital design to the NASA International Space Center, and using that one, they're printing it there. So the objective is that they would like to manufacture it outside the space. In that way, we would be able to control climate change. Now, another one is Moon Express. Some of my friends have launched their unmanned rockets last January in the south pole of Moon. And their vision is that they will bring back those minerals in the Moon during 2025. And we hope we will be able to find the fountain of youth when that thing happened by 2025, not very far away. Now, at the moment, Elon Musk is trying to colonize the Mars. But with the available technology today, we are not able to reach Mars very easily. Because in order to go to Mars, we need to have the speed 30,000 per mile, which means 13.1 kilometer per second. But to moon, we need only 2.9 kilometer per second. And that technology is already available. Therefore, we would be going to moon soon. So the whole scientists of the world today is re-looking of colonizing the moon again and leave aside Mars. But Elon Musk is still doing. Please kindly read through the background of Elon Musk, how he went to bargain to Russia to buy a rocket, and then he's starting his own. Now, exponential technologies reshaping the future of startups. Every innovation imaginable that will improve human life on Earth and beyond. On Earth and beyond. Now, there is a hand glove which is going to detect breast cancer beforehand. Now, there is a new startups in India. They have generated quite a lot of $1 billion. It's called Prep Birdie. This is for prenatal care. Prep Birdie is an app. This is startup from India, but most of the investments are from Silicon Valley, 500 Fortune companies. Now another one is Tricorder. Tricorder is the product of X Prize. X Prize is founded by one of my colleagues called Peter Diamond. This tricorder would be something like this. Without doctor, without nurses, they can diagnose 13 diseases in your body very accurately using artificial intelligence. And 3D printing. We are looking at partners for India for 3D printing machine to educate reproductive health for women. If any business entrepreneurs are around here, we can work together. And one of my colleagues, MD from Harvard University, who is from Toronto, her name is Julian. You can browse her profile. That is called Medical Makers. We are looking at partners for India. And a robotic chaps from UK is called Moley. This Moley can make 2,000 dishes for you. So that's the power of technology, which is shaping and reshaping our world. If you want to see, those are the link, you can look at it. Now cryptocurrency is called blockchain technology. By 2020, Dubai will be one of the first government in the world to be powered by blockchain technology. So Dubai has already started a blockchain technology called Arabian Chain. There all the documents will be digitized and uploaded there. Okay, uploaded there. And the other government officers, lawyers, bankers will be no more there. And the object tech is a passport blockchain thing. No immigrants officers will be required, and this will take care. And Dubai will achieve this by 2020. That's the vision. They have just announced that. And the idea of Dubai government is that instead of we taking documentations like we government officers, somebody will put up file, will have to write the file and then doing the routine things only. This is a routine thing which artificial intelligence, blockchain technology can take care. So that people will have more time for fun, more time to laugh. That's the idea. Positive way. Now, Soft for Learning is one of the good apps which was developed in Syria, in the conflict zone. Those students are not able to go to school, and teachers from home can teach those students. And that app name is called Edu app for Syria. Okay, you can download even. Now a practical quantum computing is going to come up, and augmented reality will transform how we design. Now if you have the VR set from HTC, the augmented reality is so real that you can travel all over the world sitting in your room. I think you all should test that. You can come to Makam Villa in Kohima. I can take you through. Now the global speed internet providing connectivity to even the most remote areas of the planet. Now we have the personal synthetic lab called Amino Lab. This lab is trying to grow burger in your refrigerator. That's why some fake news is going on that Chinese is producing a plastic egg and plastic rice and all this. Okay, that is called synthetic food. I am not simply talking lie. Yeah? Please kindly, you can check out and then confirm for yourself. And machine learning, Tesla car. We have not seen the Tesla car here in India, but Mahindra, Tata, they are going to do the same thing by 2019. Okay? This is a Tesla car. If you go to Europe and in America, it's everywhere and it's wonderful. It's electric car. This is in Interlaken in Switzerland. So, for the historian, Professor Arnold, he says, the history can be written only in 2 words. Challenges. One is response. Now for the Zeliangrong community or the Nagas or the people of Northeast India, we are having such a challenge. But what is our response will define our history. I need not be saying that each one of us, we know the challenge, we need to define that response. How do we define the response? We need to begin everything with the end in mind. Now, I would like to differ with humility to the Zeliangrong leaders. I do not believe that Zeliangrong began in the year 1947 in Kai Sam Thong in Imphal. I would say that's wrong. Zeliangrong was there since time immemorial when God created you and me. It was not began in 1947. Therefore, the young generations who are here, please kindly remove this thought that we together, Zeliangrong began. For me, though young I am, though my hair is not there, but I say Zeliangrong. For Ruangmei people, Ze means north, Zeliangrong means south, Nai Pat, Nai Kai Lau, east, west. Okay? Therefore, Zeliangrong, we are not born in the year 1947 in Kai Sam Thong. We were already there, but that our leaders, forefathers came together and strengthened these ties from that time. Okay? That is the information that I would like to correct in the young mind. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So how do we change? We need to change an attitude and strategy with the challenge that we have today with innovations. I will tell you one story. There was a sick dog and the owner wanted to feed the sick dog so forcefully that he caught the dog and then put the dog between his leg, trying to feed the dog medicines. The dog was struggling and then shake and then the dog jammed out and he was holding the medicines and that fell out. And the dog went and licked that medicine. So in the first place, the owner of the sick dog should not have even caught and then struggled so much. He should have just thrown the medicines. The dog would have just gone and licked. Strategy is important to respond to that challenge. Alright? So young generations who are here, we have the challenge and hope. You know it. Among ourselves, there is a challenge and hope. Now, how do we respond to that challenge? Not by saying the Ruangmei of Manipur is bad, the Liangmei of Manipur is bad, the Ruangmei of Nagaland has influenced the Ruangmei of Manipur. No, it's time to give up. Let us go to moon. Okay? Next. The result of why we can't fly. If you go to Washington DC, in the American Space Museum, at the entrance, this is the aircraft. This is the design of the Wright brothers when they started first flight. Okay? Why can't we fly? Is the reason why we are flying today. So also, Zeliangrong people, let us bring out scientists. We will build our homemade nano rocket, and we will have our own rocket in 10 years. Can we do that? How many of you will join me that? Yes, we will talk more on that. This is in Kenya. If you fly to Kenya, the domestic airline, you must have watched the movie called God Must Be Crazy, right? The small aircraft, and they're going around. Kenyans are using that. And this is the safest flight. Even if the wing, another wing is broken, it can still slide. Okay? And it can land in the ground. No need to have the airport. Therefore, among the Zeliangrong, I want you to start an airline which will connect all the northeastern capital. Today, Mizos will meet Nagas only in Delhi. Mizos will never meet Nagas in Northeast. Okay? Nagas will never meet Assamese in Northeast. Only in Delhi. Why? Why can't we meet there? Why can't we trade there? Nagaland, Manipur, Assam is very close to Hong Kong. Very close. Why can't we start an international airline like Dubai? So that all the airplanes that is going to China and other parts of the world will land there, refuel it, we will generate more than 1,000 plus employees. We will do that. Next, please. In these days of wide confusion, where factions are engaging in the contest of supremacy, Zeliangrong young men and women should advocate for inclusive peace. Now, Zeliangrong youth advocate for no problem of tomorrow because of the short-sighted solution of today. Nagas live in the age of Zimboism. If I have fortuner, the latest fortuner, then look at you having a power. Zeliangrong, the Nagas, we are wrong. We will move out from there. I think it is midnight at the moment to be little negative. Within the social order of Zeliangrong, engaging ourselves in the war of supremacy. We need to eradicate this. And to eradicate this, we will eradicate from the capital here. Alright? Next please. So, Zeliangrong Student Union Way, Delhi. Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi Way. The Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi leader is not one who reveals God to his people alone, but who gives something, what he has, to the other friend who does not have. This is my proposal for you. Zeliangrong Student Union Way is one who helps those who are searching to rediscover reality as the source of their existence. Today, Nagas are searching to rediscover a realistic solution as people of God and for the many sacrifices that you have made. How are we going to play Zeliangrong in order to achieve those goals? Helping the Nagas to find our realities. Can we manufacture a culture around us? That culture, so that people who come after us will enjoy that culture. A culture which fosters the tech of reason in the world where reason is sacrificed at the altar of selfish gain. Now, a culture for collective thinking rather than patronizing an individual idea. a culture of building the connect between physical science and spiritual world, a culture fertile for nurturing young contemplative Zeliangrong people, an articulative leader among the Zeliangrong to comprehend the inner event and what is happening in the society. A culture of prudent learning that will become a source of richness and innovation. A culture of integrated and comprehensive learning with philosophical bent of mind, yet full of spiritualism. A culture to envision as well as to plan and implement strategies to lead the society with direction. To be sure of hitting the target, shoot first, and whatever you hit, call it a target. To be sure of hitting the target, please shoot first, and whatever you hit it, call that a target. Have a dream for Zeliangrong, for humanity. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, I have a proposal. Please excuse me. We find a lot of talents here. We are looking at building one film industry in the Northeast when we have the name. Therefore, Sarajai, our singer, our actor, and those bands, one day when I come back, we will sit down. Okay? And we will plan. And before this year, if any one of you will take forward this, yes, we will please document this so that I will not tell lie. So that if all of you are willing to take forward this, we will begin before Christmas. Okay? So we will meet separately. And for the Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi, if the seed which is planted, if you would water that seed to grow as a big banyan tree, I assure you, we would be able to bring a seed capital for you. I am told by the president today that the Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi has no money. But the seed capital, you will have to bring out a revenue activities and build upon. I have many entrepreneurs around the world. If I can mobilize from each of them $100 each, Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi seed capital is covered. And if Zeliangrong Student Union Delhi is really serious on that proposal which I have said now, we will also sit down. I will not do it now because even the orange, if you pluck too early and plant the seed does not grow because it is not fully ripened. Therefore, when it is fully ripened, we meet and your seed capital is assured 101%. Thank you very much.